Ladies and gentlemen, I just spoke about a man and he stepped into the arena as I talk about the political icon of our time. A man that is here to save Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, with your kind permission, it's a privilege and honor to have in our midst, Mr. Peter O.B. Make some noise. God bless you, our leader. Please, can we clear the way for him, please, ladies and gentlemen? The security man, can you assist us?
Now our papa be this, so we don't get another one. Now our papa be this, so
can we clear the way? Can we clear the way for him?
Now our papa
to have a way to find space for you to come and sit down.
Now our papa be
thank you, thank you.
Now our papa be this, so we don't get another one.
Thank you. Can we clear the way?
Now our papa be this. I say we don't get another one. Now our papa be this, so we don't get another
thank
one.
You.
Now our papa be this, so
ladies.
When Dr. Moore invited me, he told me I should just come for an event. He didn't tell me it was a political campaign. Otherwise, I would have told him we have to go to the street and look for vote. You know, for me, the campaign is outside, not inside here. I'm happy that I'm talking where Mo is. Mo knows how I feel. Mo is contesting to be chairman of AMAC. And I can tell you, I'm going to go through the streets with him. I'm not doing it for anything. I'm not doing it for anything other than I believe. You can go and check my political history. I've supported people to be senator, House of Rep. I've supported people to be chairman of local government, everything. I've also appointed people in my 8 years of being governor. I've been opportuned to say people should be local government chairman. The only thing I tell people is that in my 8 years of being governor, I did not nominate anybody to be chairman of local government or councillor. Not in my local government, not in any other local government. This is something you can go and ask Anambra people. Not one day did I nominate one person to be chairman of local government, not in my local government or any other place. And nobody have ever become local government chairman in my 8 years and bought me a bottle of Fanta. I have never supported anybody in politics and the person bought me a sachet of pure water. I have a policy and everybody knows that policy. If you have anything you give to Peter Obi, look around, there's somebody around you that needs it. Whatever I need, whatever I want as a person, God gave it to me. So it is my joy that we share to other people. I don't look down on people. You never see me say, who are these people? Whenever you see me look down on somebody, I'm trying to lift the person up. Because all of us here are children of God. God created us equal. Gave us different opportunities. That's why when I go to a place, you say, oh, don't go here. Don't do this. I say, no. This is a child of God. God made it possible for me to be around him, to uplift him. Mo knows why I will support him. I've traveled with him to places. And he knows what I always tell him, growing apart. It is a book between Indonesia and Nigeria. We have similarities. We have more oil than they have, but they have oil. They have military government. We have military government. A famous professor, a renowned professor of John Hawkins, wrote how these two countries went this way. One was growing, the other one was headed south. While this one was pulling their people out of poverty, this one was throwing their own into poverty. After reading the book, I went to Professor Lewis. I went and sat down with Professor Lewis in America. And I decided to take a tour of Indonesia. And I went with Dr. Moses. I went with him because he's a northerner. And when we arrived in Indonesia, we met Minister of Planning, Minister of Education, Minister of Health, Minister for Small Businesses, Minister for Villages. Well, after meeting them, we met the Vice President. And that wasn't enough for me. I wanted to see their most popular president who handed over January this year. We went there in February. He just handed over this year, January. And I said he doesn't live in Jakarta. He lives in his village. And I told Modem, I'm going to go to his village. And when he came back, he was surprised. He said to me, they said you want to see me. I was wondering why you want to see me. And I said, because I want to know how you did what you did for 10 years. That's changed this place. I won't tell you everything. But he says to me, Peter, fight corruption. Use public money for the people. Invest in their children's education. Invest in their health. Today, we're in Nigeria where people are looking for food. We're in Nigeria after 1 week of tour, morning, afternoon, night. On one of the days, because we were there for 7-8 days, I called Mo, I called Ibrahim. I said, it is now past midnight. We must go out on the street. Because during the day, we didn't see anybody begging. During the night, we didn't see anybody. And I asked Mo and Ibrahim, did you see any Almajiri here? You might not know, Indonesia is the country with the highest number of Muslims in any country in the world. It's 90% Muslims of the 280 million. We didn't see one person begging. Not one person. I went to the village. They announced in that restaurant who I am, joked everything. Nobody in that village asked me, Oga pay for me, or Oga this. Nobody. And I asked him, and when I asked the Minister of Planning, why are there nobody begging? He said, why? They're in factories working. They get paid like any other person. The people who were taking us around, more no. The taxi driver, our woman, the young girls who were taking us around, the young boys, you dash them money. They say no. They're paid. Because they're working. They're working. We went to the election. It's important. We went to fight for their election. We went to the electoral body. We asked the election chairman. How do you conduct the election? What is qualification for president? He told us. You have to have this secondary school, this university, this. I said, supposing if you don't have it, or supposing it's in doubt or it's false, he said, listen, what are you talking? If you don't have it or you forge it, you'll be in jail. I said, if you elect somebody like we are trying to elect more in ADC, after the election, can the person change the party? He said, what for? You can only change your party during an election. After election, you stay with the party. It doesn't stop you from supporting any other person. You can support somebody who is good. There's something you call proportional. Why am I telling you people all this? We're going to face the election now where all of us here are trying to know who will collect money. You now see some young people say, these people have given me money. They have given me this. That's why I changed. Okay, Peter, I was following you before. But you know, things are difficult. So I've collected money. No problem. Believe you, I say it every day. Peter Obi is not desperate to be Nigerian president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. I'm desperate to see people eat. That's why when I'm saying I will support Mo, because he has gone around and seen these things with me. And I tell him Mo, and Mo have visited in this Amak. He actually took me. And you know what happened that day? I said, Mo, today, all I want to do is to go to where a hospital where nobody can, in the village, where nobody cares to go, so that I can look at the small people there, maybe pay their bill. That's all I want to do today. Imo actually took me to a hospital. He knows the place. I don't know the place. In fact, I was asking him, is this part of the capital? What type of place is this more that you are bringing me? I said, within Abuja capital. I went to where there's no road. Our car couldn't even reach to where we are going. We had to stop somewhere. I was entering inside and I said, Mo, is this out of Abuja? He said, yes. I said, okay. Let's be going. We got there. We had only one nurse, treating over 100 people. Nurse, I didn't say doctor. Only one nurse. That's where women came to give birth. They have no toilet. Where women are going to give birth. So I said, Mo, we're going to build toilet for them. We're going to do this for them. We're going to fix it. And everything. He did it. Wonderful woman. He gave us a bill, I think about 3 million or 4, something like that. I said, Madam, be rest assured. And we've done it in 2-3 places. Because he knows. I tell him, I say, Mo, I don't celebrate. You have never, if anybody tells you that somewhere Peter B was celebrating, it's a mistake. There's nothing to celebrate here. People I need. Schools don't have chair. People don't have water. People don't have anything. So even if you take me, I said, Mo can tell you the better part of me. Because he's going around me and he will tell you that, and he have checked into a hotel in America. I wasn't paying. But when I saw the price the person was paying, it's not me paying, no. By the time he came back in the morning to see us, I changed another hotel that is far cheaper. And when the person said to me, oh, how did you go? I said, listen, my brother, I have a lot of people in my village who can eat. If I sleep here, I'm asking God to punish me. Because that difference, I can take it to the village. I came back from America on Monday. This Monday. And I can tell you one striking thing. Somebody has been asking me about a particular operation you needed money for. I didn't have the money because every day you have thousands of people asking for the same thing. So while I was in America, as I'm arriving in America, I read my WhatsApp, and it was the same person telling me that doctor had given him an appointment this month for that distance and everything. I said, fine. Throughout the time I was in America, we'll go to this place. People will say, oh, we're going to buy this. I said, no. We're going to do this. No. So at the airport, I told my host, I said, see all this money that I didn't spend. Once I arrive Lagos, I'll put it in an envelope and send to this person who needs it. If I show you what that person wrote, you give him more. For a tiny money that I would have used to eat and forget about it. But I said to him, well, listen, my host and every other person, everywhere we go, people gave me food. So there was no ready to buy another place. There was a place we went and we were there for by 9. My host said, well, let's buy this. I said, but we have free food by 12. You just wait for another 2 hours. We're not going to die. So where are we going to pay this one? If it's going to just 2 hours, we're not going to die in 2 hours. And we didn't die because it's just 2 hours. But somebody needs that little money to change their life. And Mo had done that with me. So when I say about Mo, I able support. For me, like I tell most people, if he goes in there and change, I can't question God, but I'll be shocked. Because he has seen poverty in people, he's followed me around, and we have also gone around where I showed him, Mo, this is what drives me. It's not about new car, it's not about anything that drives me to be in politics. If it is, I won't be in politics. I'm not saying if anything, God gave me everything that I need. There's nothing. All I want God to do is to make Nigeria work for people. Let there be children of people. Let young people get up in the morning and go to school. Let them finish school and find a job. So my dear people, it is not campaign. I'm not here to tell you, do this or do that, but to change this country is all of us. That money you're collecting today, that person who is giving you money and says, support me, that person who is trying to buy you is not buying you. He's destroying the society you're going to live in. That money you collected is why there's no medical care. Indonesia have 95% insurance coverage. Anybody who is sick goes to hospital and gets cured. Poor person, rich person. Here, if you're poor, now church you go endo because and pray and God save you. That's what we want to stop. Education. Everybody have education that is supported and they can get a job. Here, like I said this morning, all we do here is propaganda. Everything have increased. Just to give you an example of how your country runs. In 2007, just 2007, how many years is the difference? 18 years ago. Nigerian total debt, after we got debt forgiveness, was only 2.5 trillion. 2.5 trillion. And it was 10% of our GDP then. 2.5 trillion, that's what we were owing. Today, our total debts have moved from 2.5 trillion to 175 trillion. Over 50% of our GDP. And there's no improvement. There's nothing we can say, this is what we used it to do. But they are going to give you money. They are going to give you. They have a lot of youths now being given money. And when I see them, they say, oh God, we are working with them. I laugh. I say, me. After my mind is just to continue begging for a change. So that is what it is. 175 trillion. No productive sector. Nothing is working. Everything you get today increase. You pay today more for your passport, more for transport, more for eating, for food, more for fuel, more for Medicare, more for everything. House rent, everything. Everything is on increase. And you get less. Even when you pay more for food, the food they give you is less. So everything they give you is less. And that is what your country has reached. That is why we want to use people like Mo and his team to start changing. Because when our election comes now, they start giving you money, they start doing everything, and they will tell you, oh, Peter Obi does not want this. Peter Obi does not want this. I don't want it because I don't want to waste my time on doing what is wrong. Everybody who wants to know what I preach can go and check that I've done it somewhere. I was a chairman of a bank in Nigeria. The bank is still there, and the director in 2 other banks. When I was director and chairman, every other director and this thing, I was entitled for the banks to buy me vehicle. All of them. I was entitled to a vehicle from them. But I told them I don't want the car. The banks are still there. They're not closed. I was chairman of Nigerian, the Exchange Commission here, SEC. You can go there and ask them, I didn't take their car, I didn't take their allowance, I didn't take their anything. I told them, whatever you people want to give me, somebody else needs it. People must acquire things by need. People must acquire things they need. That's what I want more to do. Go and feed those hospitals you're taking me to. Go and make sure schools are on. People will tell you there's strike in school in Abuja. Oh, the capital. In Abuja, where the best will be, people are dying. People are being killed. I was just telling somebody that the young girl who died in Arise went to school in the UK and was probably the parents never wished her to come back. But she came back because he believed in Nigeria. And lived in the capital, the safest place. Nigerians are now refugees in their own country. And there's no war. Ukraine is not giving us grain for food. Ukraine is at war. And we are collecting money from politicians. Don't ask more to give you money. Go out and use your own resources to support him. I will support him. I will be part of what he's doing. And I assure you that you remember I said all this. If he wants to learn everything I've done and do the opposite, and I can tell you, I know he knows God won't forgive him. Because we debate this every day. And I said to him, Mo, look at your country. Look at what is happening to people. Look at people who are not eating. Look at people who are not doing this. I'm sure I've bored your independence. All I can tell you is, please, do not go out here thinking about what any politician will give you. Anybody who is giving you money is going to steal your money. Quote me. I'm not saying don't work and you'll be paid for working. I'm not saying don't do anything for campaign. Maybe there's more has sent you to go somewhere and you demanded money for vehicle. No, that is different. I send people and I pay them. But please, don't go thinking about how you would steal from him. He can only go there to do what? Steal back. Because they've given you their money, they've come into it. I see people tell me when I was governor, do you know what I paid to be here? I need to cover it. So in course of doing it, they'll steal more. You said the country is very corrupt, but your own corruption is worse because it was the little you took down that the man is trying to cover up. Because by the time all of you take 10,000 from them, he has gone into millions. And when he sees the million, he will remember the one you've taken and the one you will take. And the one you give for his children. Because not sure he will come back again based on the paying and not paying. So he becomes a complete thief. We must change it. I know I'm not saying what people want to hear. But I'm saying I come here today as Independence Day. Mo made a mistake. Would have invited me the way we were going to go to streets and all of you. But today is Independence Day. It's a day for us to tell ourselves the truth of this country. It is a day like this that I started preaching to people how I serve. This is my 13 years of living as a governor. And I've always asked people, unfortunately, I did it in a country that doesn't recognize anything good. Otherwise, I would have challenged them. Being the only governor who left money, the country would have seen me as somebody worthwhile. But I still see people who told me, Peter, that's how he went and left money. Other people came and chopped it. He would have just shared it to us. Anambra have not bought me a bottle of pure water since I left. Because I refused to sign what all my colleagues are signing. Called retirement this thing. But I'm happy. I live there with them. I'm happy living there. I'm part of them. All I want us to do is sacrifice. The society we are taking money from them and allowing them to abuse will take his revenge on your children. Support candidates like Mo. Support Mo. Is somebody I've walked around with. Is somebody I've been to places with. And I assure you, I don't know what will make him change. I'm not saying he won't. Because I've seen so many things go wrong in Nigeria. But I can say I know him. And that's my next feature of my campaign. I'm going to be supporting people based on competence, capacity. They have the compassion, the character and commitment to do the right thing. Because it is not easy. So let's support the right candidate. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Now, this is no campaign. I know. Right? Thank you so much, sir. The only thing I have to say is that when we are rejoicing and shouting, we're actually celebrating Mr. Peter Obi, not we're not rejoicing because of the 65th independence of Nigeria. So many people, I didn't tell anybody you were coming. Did I tell anybody? Nobody knew you were coming. So when they saw you, the whole place erupted. That's what we're celebrating. But the message has been delivered. All I can say here now, because our time has been so far spent, I have to pay additional for over an hour and a half for extending for the stay in this place. I'll take this opportunity to talk about and tell the councillors that we're going to have meetings and meetings unending. The work begins today. For the ward coordinators, I see what you've done, see your labor. Absolutely, sir. Please, can we make a round of applause for Mr. Peter Obi as he leaves? Just let him go. Let him go. Thank you so much, sir, for your word of encouragement. Thank you so much, sir. You heard from him. Please be seated. We'll be done in 5 minutes. This is very important for us to do. He's going to come. Yes, sir. Thank you, High Chief Peter Ahmed. Thank you, the National Coordinator of the Obedient Movement. Thank you, Alhaji Ibrahim Abdikarim. Thank you, Dikin Kampela. I'm coming to you.
Gentlemen,
Our Papa be this so, we don't get another one. Now our Papa be this so.
thank you. As the pleasantly is going on at the moment,
We don't get another one. Now our Papa be this so. We don't get another one. Now our Papa. I say we don't get another one. Now our Papa be this so. Papa, Akwe Daddy. Papa, oh, Akwe Daddy. Alaya bamu, babamu albarka. Baba, oh, Akwe Daddy.
Thank you. We just had the work in the building, the former executive governor of Anambra State, presidential candidate in the 2023 election, an amazing gentleman, a wonderful Nigerian, one Nigerian that is more Nigerian than all Nigerians that I know. Help me specially appreciate, welcome, recognize, and salute His Excellency Peter Obi. Please can we put our hands up for Peter Obi? His name is supposed to be Peter Gregory Obi, but that Gregory too long. We just like Peter Obi like that. So I just keep that Gregory. We'll use it later when you. But we appreciate you so much, sir, for coming to support our wonderful brother in this great journey.
He has already done the bugbos, the bagbas, and the big beasts. For me, I've seen Dr. Moses Paul, and I've seen his energetic nature, his attempt at trying to rewrite the cost of our progression, the cost of the nation's failure. I know Abuja, and I know it is possible for us to put him in office. It is better for you to make a leadership that will be responsible for you, that will be responsible to you, that will follow the dictate of what good governance should be. A leadership that will respect your interest and protect it. A leadership that will be the people's mandate. If you allow them to continue to rig themselves into office and take over power, because power without legitimacy, it is a stolen mandate and will not have respect for the interest of the people. I think our commitment to rewriting the history of this country should come from young people, because every generation had had the responsibility of charting a new path for his own cause. Because we cannot wait when the Awolowo, the Ezek, and the Saudanas did theirs. When other people have done that and we come and all we do is to complain and to say it is not possible. It is possible to win this election. It is possible to be the people's mandate. It is possible to create a path for the development and progress of our country. And we shall use the FCT election as a pilot scheme to show them that we will not, never again, take from them what happened in 2020 to 2023. That in 2027, the people will stand, the people will vote, and their votes shall be counted. And when it comes to the AMAC election, we must defend it with our interest. Because people say that election does not matter, that your vote does not matter. It's a lie. If your vote does not matter, nobody will be offering you money for it. If your vote does not matter, nobody will be looking for how to run and grab and run away with your mandate.
If your vote does not matter, there's no way that we'll be forcefully spending our public resources in a way that will not generate interest for you. What I'm saying here is that our failure to develop a human infrastructure on election day in each of the polling units is a cause for concern. As a lot of people can talk about electoral reform. I have at least 182 electoral reform quotation on my head. I don't have to read a book for it. But it does not generate to true and fair elections. Because one, you are doing the electoral reform for one purpose, so that you can take your case to where? To court. You need to take your case, whether it's a pre, during, and post-election cases, to court. That is the reason why the emphasis is always on election reform. But the fact is that the court too have been adjourned. The courts are not there. If you take your case to court, it will be misinterpreted. It will be misread. It will go against you that the law favors you. I wrote something about 25% in FCT, but you could see what the Supreme Court delivered on that mandate. Was that not also a part of electoral reform? We've been in this advocacy with my brother here. Our history of advocacy for electoral reform is spanning 20 years. But I tell you, the only way we can save this country is not for us to go cap begging in hand. Is that on election day, we will defend our vote on election day. We will stand in each of the polling units. Because votes are cast, accreditation is done, votes are counted at the polling unit. And winners are actually announced at the polling unit. Forget the rigmarole and the political manipulation that happened at the coalition center. If we stop the polling unit rigging, and we can defend our Form E8A, and also defend our Form E8B, we defend it at the polling unit. I am telling you that our elections will represent our vote. That what we cast will be counted. But if we decide the reform that will not come, or the reform that will come, that the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court, the judiciary will undermine the interest of the people, then we will collectively fail ourselves. I tell you, the mandate to save this country is in our hands, and we shall do everything. We should put our hands on our chest and say that if we believe in a candidate, that on election day, we will make sure that vote cast in each of the polling units counted and are respected, and that we can present our Form E8A on the date of the election. Please, electoral reforms are important, but I'm telling you that there's no court to give you victory. There's no court to give you mandate. There's no court that will give you a true representation of what the law says. It is you who can determine the outcome of the election. And please, don't be afraid. We can defend our vote and we can win. Victory to the people. Victory to all of us.
Obedient. New Nigeria is possible. Why I'm happy with the candidacy of Dr. Moses Paul is not just because of his age, but because of the faces I have seen here. I have seen Muslims in hijab. I see an able traditional person. I see what Nigeria needs to be. So no matter what they want to, how they want to divide us, I think we need a candidate that will unite us. In Abuja here, we need, as my coordinator said, Dr. Moses Obi, he added just to join the name together. But in the bigger picture, it's the same thing they are doing to us. Divide us and rule. This one is not us. This one is not from us. And I hope and I pray the lesson we are going to take home from this place of seeing all of us together, Muslims, Christians, even people that don't have religious, traditional, everybody is in this hall. What we need is a competent person that will be in that office. Somebody that will stop this madness that we have seen around FCT. The roundness around people that are going to take over your own places, because you are seeing them putting road. You think that they are putting road for you. No, when they finish putting the road, they will sack you from those areas and they will make it their own. That's the idea. You have to know it now when you have somebody at that seat in AMAC that will stand for you. Even if it's going to be only the one voice in that place, because I know you are going to vote all of them in all the other what they call it, area of the, but no matter what, you need somebody that can stand and challenge that. And I can tell you, Dr. Moses, we work together with him, is somebody that has conquered greed. He is not coming to make money. He is not here to sell out. He's come here to have a step that can lead him to the limelight, to see him in the whole of the world as a politician and somebody that will not go and disgrace the obedient family because he is coming from us. We are just giving a small of who we are so that the whole world will see. And I want us to unite. That unity is going to what we are going to show them on the polling unit.
They don't talk about the person where we dey here for. They say go and verify. Una know say he don't dey fight for the common man for a long time. Not true? Una know say he don't dey waka follow the person where we know. I'm not go talk am. I'm not go. The person where we know say go be president of this country. Na lie? Lie or not they born go to. So as in papa go be. Now so he go be. Not be so. 21st of February 2026 is a date with history. What is important? I don't enter Oyibo. Now big date with history. What is very important about that date now say that day we must prove say all this one when we dey talk so not be cho. And we go take Amak take Statam. Now the yes so the other day for interview our vice presidential candidate talk say if men mount begin face Aso Rock helicopter go come out. Not be so. Now this Abuja we go take prove am. We must all stand. What will show that we are ready for 2027 is when we take Amak. We must all stand to show them, say we go take 2027. Thank God, say our leader don't talk, say if person talk, say they're not go count the vote, make you count them. When I hear and talk so 2027, in fact starting from 2026, it go different from 2023. Not be so. We must show them. We must show them. We must show them. Say Kaki no be leader. Make we tell all our people. Say this time our votes go count. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for. We will move together, walk to that aisle, and bring you the next chairman of FCT Amak, Dr. Moses Paul. On this day, the 4th of October 2025, the Obedient Movement has publicly, unequivocally declared full endorsement for the candidature of Dr. Moses Paul.
The future is so bright, I need to look like this. Amak is so bright. The future is so bright, some people need to wear glasses. Because our hospitals will be restored.
Yes.
Our children will not be out of school anymore. Multiple taxations will be crushed.
Amak! The first day I met Dr. Mo, I gave him a story that it has been, when Nigeria, we always say, until we come together, until we are united, until we do away with ethnicity, tribe, religions, and all that, Nigeria will not come together. Nigeria will not have good governance. This world has been England, across board. They don't divide us with religion, with so many names that does not matter to Nigeria. To the extent of say zoning and not zoning. And Nigeria that are seeing me today, we want to use this area council election that normally they call it grassroots election. Nigeria does not really bother for some Amak, Abaji, area council election before now. But now it's going to be like presidential election we are running in Amak. Like Dr. Mo said, we don't read speech, we talk. He told me
God has bring people like me together to make new Nigeria that is possible. Winke is from where I come from. Don't be afraid. This noise of the election has already been written. That one at your own mind though. Let me tell you, they know they use one hand open yash. It's not a threat. This is FCT. FCT election is sure. It has never been a history of rigging FCT election. The problem is us. We must get a visit. Go. Not just go and get your voter's card. There are people that have their voter's card. Since they have their voter's card, they have never voted one day. Because you believe your vote does not count. Go and vote. Exercise your civil right. Your vote will count. It is when you don't vote, that is where they ring you out.
And the microphone will now go to His Royal Highness Igwe Ochendo.
Yes. Today, we are going to step to a new realm of politics in Amak. And today we must arise and leave palace alone. Tell the world the truth. Moses, Paul, is a God sent. God sent from where? Our great leaders like Peter Obi asked him to go to Abuja. Don't be so? Now, you remember, John the Baptist was busy walking, waiting for the great lion to come 2027. Until we get the mandate of Amak, before Mr. Peter Obi can come to Abuja and take over Nigeria as our president. I am ready. Are you ready? Nobody should threaten you this time around. We have suffered enough. We are tired. I am here because Mr. Gregor Peter Obi is here. He was my former governor. I respect him so much. And the way his son came to me, I said, Moses, I am going to transfer the love to you. I started my journey, consultations in Amak. Talk to one or two people. Are we not good at that? There's a simple calculation, simple campaign. Because Peter Obi is accessible, Peter Obi is marketable, and Moses is accessible and marketable. A goat cannot give birth to a lion or a sheep. Don't be so. Like father, like son. I stand at this pulpit to make my declaration. All the journey to all the institution of traditional rulers in Amak. I am in the forefront. Whether it's non-indigenous, whether it's indigenous, we have a common group where we meet. And some of us have discussed. This time around, nobody can ever bring any individual and say, you are the chairman of Amak. It is the masses that will decide that. And you have decided. We must take the bull by the horn. From now henceforth, from now onwards, we are together in this journey. No retreat, no vanquish. On the victory is assured. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I came to this town a long time ago. I met Dr. Mo. It was looking like there was nowhere I could go, no direction in this FCT. But Dr. Mo is one of those people who held my hands, who supported me, and who gave me a direction to drive through this talent I am doing today. I am here not just because I'm a master of ceremony, but because I believe in the man that we're here for. I didn't even know when he became Dr. Mo. We know him as Mad Mo then. It means that the man is ready to move and to deliver. He has managed talents that I know, and I can show them to you around FCT and around Nigeria. Dr. Mo also has framed his family so much that I see all his brothers who are under him achieve milestones that I didn't know they can achieve. So I'm here because this man is a leader, he's a brother, he's a friend, he's a father to people like us, he's an amazing talent manager, he's an entrepreneur, and most importantly, he's one man that I trust that if you put your support to him, you will not regret it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in my capacity, I faithfully recommend to you all and appeal to you all that Dr. Moses is the man to follow. Please, one more time, can we clap for Dr. Moses Paul?
Obedient, a new Nigeria is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in front of you not by mistake. We are here before you deliberately. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a democratic war. I repeat, we are in a democratic war. It is them against us. Them from the old order. We from the new order. Do you want a new Nigeria? I can't hear you. Do you want a new Nigeria? If you want a new Nigeria, we are going to jointly present to you an icon, a beacon, a pathway, a leader who is going to lead us into ensuring, because he has gotten a soap that is being cut to him by one and only His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. And that has also translated in a way to Dr. Moses. Am I hearing you now, Dr. Moses? Ladies and gentlemen, for a very long time in this country, the old order have held on in total disdain, disrespect, hunger has ravished the land of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Do we continue in this light? Do we continue in this light? They say, practice what you preach. Mr. Moses Paul has been on the street for a very long time for every one of us. He has been chanting for a new Nigeria. He has been culminating for a new Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, it is only but honorable for you to come out en masse and vote for this particular gentleman. There's no two way about it. And we are also saying that it is time for equity and fairness and justice for all. That the leadership of this country has eluded the southern part of this country, especially in the southeast. And we have only one man that we know that can deliver and unite this country together. And that person is not only but His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. So this is an opportunity for any political party, just that have been done in the past, that when it is time of the South, everybody's own his presidency to the southern part of the country. So you cannot lose this opportunity. Speak it, chant it, demand for it, because it is the right time and the right thing to do.
Federal Capital Territory,
Amak, stand on your faith
with a standing ovation,
as we receive
an icon of political class,
the man of the moment,
ladies and gentlemen,
Africa's brilliant leader,
yes,
a man who epitomizes our collective value and views.
yes, so
Make a joyful noise as we receive the one and only Mr. Peter Obi.
Your Excellency, you're welcome.